Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pool Opening 2025, Part 5, Testing Stuff. Okay, we got to see what got knackered over the winter. First thing we need to do is add water to the pool. I'm sorry about the wind. It's a very windy day. We just got to make the best of it. There's a hose there. Let me go turn it on. Hose is on. It's on. See? Told you. I blow it out for the winter when I do my sprinklers. So good. We got that going. So now we got water going in the pool. Excellent. Now we're going to test the Polaris booster pump, and water should come out more fiercely from that jet. I got to run back, turn it on. I'm going to leave it run for a moment while I verify that it works, and then I'll shut it off. Excellent, that's working. Now we'll test the pool light. Same story with that. I can leave it turned on because water is above it. The water cools it. Excellent, that works. Now we're going to test the solar. Now I have tested the valve already this year in a video I had on preparing pool shock. I'll leave a link to that in the description, so we know that works. So let's turn it on. I'll put it to manual on. Should move in a moment. There we go. We got to wait for that to open. It's slow. It just takes. It's going. No more than halfway. Okay, that's good. It should stop when it hits that way. Good. Sounds have changed. Let's go to the pool. Okay, solar is on. Takes a while once that valve opens. Yeah, see it's fluttering? There we go. This is what happens after too much Taco Bell. We've been there. Yeah, there's a lot. Water is being pumped up to my roof, going through hundreds of little tubes and coming back. And all them little tubes got air in them. So that's what we're seeing. Could you imagine after Taco Bell like this? This is horrible. There we go. That's what happens after you have too many Pop-Tarts for breakfast. We're gurgling over here. It's coming back. It's working on it. There's still air, plenty of air in this. That's looking better, and still gurgling like that. Take a look at the center jet. That was a bubble, that's a bubble. You can hear other ones from the stair jets here, you can't see. But that seems to be flowing well. Let's test the solar drain. The valve is in the forest here, so I'm going to turn that on and we'll see if water comes out. It should. And it's going to come out right over there. Yes, indeed. How is it? Oh, it's cold. It's cold. It's cold. Then shut that. Hot damn! Everything works. Nice. Everything is chooching right along. All the jets are going at full might. The light works, the solar works, the solar actuator valve works, the hose works, the light works, the Polaris booster pump works, the solar drain works. That's everything that I can possibly test right now. And it all fucking worked. Oh, that is just awesome. Whew, I can't even tell you. Okay, let's talk for a minute. The pool is green, and I can't do anything about it just yet. Well, actually, I can do a little something about it, and that's actually going to be in the next part. We'll get to that in a moment. We need to get chlorine in here. There's two types, and you need both. There's chlorine tablets, and there's chlorine shock. There's this thing called liquid shock. A friend of mine emailed me and said that he could get it out where he is. I can't get it here. And I worked everything out, and it turns out it's going to end up costing a lot more to do the liquid route. When you buy liquid, it has water in it. I know that we need water in the pool. I get that. But you're better off starting with a dry product that is full concentration rather than something that's watered down, because you'll never know. Yeah, they could put fillers in the powdered stuff, but it is what it is. Okay, so we need to get chlorine in here. Theoretically, I can put both in. I have an automatic chlorine feeder for the tablets, and that is going to be in the next part. So that's what's going to be coming up next. But as far as administering shock, what you're supposed to do is get a bucket and put the shock in there and fill it with water and mix it up until it dissolves. It never will. And then you broadcast that around the pool. Just pour it in as you walk around. And then you got to brush the pool. Bad idea. You don't want to brush this. If you do, all of the green that you see, note, the water out of the jets is clear, not green. If the water were green, you would see green coming out of them jets. It's clear. The green is on the floor and the walls, and that reflects everything. As a kid, when you were in a pool, you're like, wow, the water is blue. And you take your hands and you pick it up so you can look at the blue water. But it's clear. So you say, well, maybe that was no good. Let me get some more water. And that one's clear too. And you keep doing that. And then you're like, why is it blue in there? But as soon as I take it out, it's clear. And that's because the liner is blue. And it makes the water look blue. Same thing, except now it's green. If we brush that, that's going to agitate it, kick it up into the water, and make the water disgusting. You don't want to do that. You want to vacuum it out. That's going to be coming up way down the road. We got time yet before we can even think about that. As far as adding shock, I don't do anything in any kind of prescribed manner. As I've said in an earlier part of the series, part 4, which way to turn the handle, everybody has a different opinion. Nobody's right. Here's the honest truth from somebody who's been doing this for 17 years with this very pool. You don't have to follow directions. Just don't do anything stupid. We're going to put shock in the skimmers. Bad idea. Everybody is going to tell you bad idea. But no, if you do it properly, and I will show you how when we get to that, you can. And it's much faster, much easier. It will save you a lot of time and a lot of trouble. And you don't have to carry a big bucket of water that's heavily chlorinated that inevitably you're going to spill on yourself and bleach your clothing out. So I saved you a bill on that too. I can't do any of that because we don't have enough water in the pool to go up to the skimmers yet. It's filling and we gotta wait. I don't have very good water pressure here. I pay some of the highest water prices in the entire nation. And for that, I get poor quality water and low water pressure. They call it a fair deal. I call it bullshit, but I'm stuck. I don't have another option. It is what it is. This is going to take days to fill, and I can't do anything until we get water in these skimmers. Then I can open them. Then I can add shock. Then we can start filtering the pool. And then we can start vacuuming this green out and get rid of it. All kinds of stuff is coming up, but we have to wait to get water. Now, today, as you see, is a picture-perfect day. It's 72 degrees maybe. It's sunny. Yeah, we got some wind today, but hey, that just helps to keep me cool as we go here. But I still gotta wait. The good news is it's gonna rain cats and dogs tomorrow and the next day. I'll continue filling the pool, of course. I never fill it overnight because that's when you get the liner pop out if you have a vinyl lined pool. Don't do that. Keep tabs on it as you fill. So I only fill for really 12 hours a day, like 8 to 8 or 6 to 8. Sometimes I'll do 14 hours, something like that. Depends when I want to get out here in the morning, turn the water on. And it's going to take 2-3 days to get up to where we need to be. And once we're there, we still need to fill even more because we're going to start draining the pool as we vacuum. It's a fun balance, and you're going to see all of it coming up. But that is going to wrap up this part 5 testing stuff for pool opening 2025. Thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're new here, please consider clicking the subscribe button. I do this every year, so you get to see my struggles and we get to have the same talk. But I'm going to show you a lot of tips and tricks coming up on how you can save a lot of time and money in opening the pool yourself. That's going to wrap up this part. Once again, thank you for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, ring the bell. They like it when you do it at Arby's. It does something on YouTube also. So you can do that too. All right, in the next part, we're going to add chlorine tabs to an automatic chlorine feeder. We'll see you there.